Earnin. I wanted to say quickly before I jump into the spiel about you guys are in a really, really important juncture at the moment, and you guys are thinking about what your next job is going to be. It's like one of those really important decisions that's going to change the trajectory of your life, so no pressure. I thought what I could do here is maybe share a little bit about my decision to join Earnin, how I ended up there, in the hopes that I could help some of you guys in terms of making this decision. So a quick background about myself. I've been in Fintech for a while. I have spent quite some time building consumer products, and specifically in a lot of international markets. And so before Earnin, I was with a company called TransferWise, another Fintech company. Spent a couple of years in London, moved out to Singapore, was heading up the Asia region from Singapore. And I actually heard about Earnin while I was in Singapore, and actually decided to make the jump over to Earnin without having met any of the team except through Zoom calls. And so I was there, and a mentor of mine had just told me that, hey, it's really important to participate in tech events, tech community events, go out there, learn more, share more. So I had this in the back of my mind, and had been introduced to Earnin actually on sort of an advisor capacity. Hey, here's this, one of TransferWise's investors actually had referred me over to Earnin and said, hey, there's this company here. I think they could really benefit in terms of your knowledge of the product and international expansion, this sort of thing. So I got on the phone with Ram, our founder, and I wasn't actively looking for a job. This was very much from an advisory perspective. And I remember in that conversation realizing two very important things. So the first thing was that the company's mission was super, super aligned with my why I do product management in the first place. So I do product management because I care so much about improving people's lives, and particularly step change improvements in people's lives. That is what really drives me. When you see your product in someone's hands and knowing that they love it and they're using it on a day-to-day basis, it's pretty incredible. And here was a company whose mission is to improve people's lives, from the get-go. And so that was the first thing, was that not only was it just a product function that was advocating for customers, but here's an entire company that cares about meaningfully improving people's lives. That was the first thing. And then the second thing was that in a product function, I could meaningfully make an impact myself. So product was, in talking to Ram, it was clear that product was very critical in helping Earnin achieve its vision, and that I personally could make a huge impact on it. And so it was one of those things where, that intersection between something that I'm passionate about and something that I'm good at, that doesn't really come along that frequently, that I sort of had to just, I jumped on it and was like, hey, actually, I'll join you guys full time. So that's how the whole, how I ended up joining Earnin. And so one of the things I would just say to all of you guys as you think about, this decision as to where you join next, is that if you're able to find that, you should be all over it. I'll tell you a little bit about Earnin, what we do. So as I mentioned, we're super mission driven. We're on a mission to build a financial system that works for people. So not banks, not corporations, but everyday people, many of whom are living paycheck to paycheck and just trying to live their lives with as little stress as possible. And so we help them. Today our product helps people get access to their earnings before payday. They can cash out their earnings the minute that they leave work. And we operate entirely on a pay what you think is fair model. So no tips, no fees, no interest, entirely on a tips model. And so we just raised our Series C from Andreessen, from Ribbon, from Matrix, a whole bunch of different guys, and we're looking to accelerate that vision and launch a whole bunch of new products. So we're over there in that corner. We have a bunch of folks from Earnin here too, and doing a great job. And happy to tell you more about Earnin, happy to tell you more about my background, anything that you'd like to know. And we're hiring pretty much every function under the sun. So engineering, products, design, analytics, marketing, data science, anything. We'd love to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thanks, Jessica.